Welcome to Midnight Tales, where every story feels a little too real. Last week, I drove into a forgotten corner of eastern Kentucky, a place locals jokingly call Egypt. Population, around 250 people, and the trees. I was headed to an address my investment manager sent me, a potential real estate deal. A golden opportunity, he said. 666 Chayne Saugh Lane. Yeah, 666 Chayne Saugh Lane. Sounded like a horror movie address, but money is money, right? As I kept driving deeper into the Appalachian woods, cell service disappeared. No lights, no houses, just miles of trees that looked like they'd swallow you if you stepped out of the car. And then, I saw it. A rusted mailbox, barely hanging on a wooden post, with 666 carved on it. This must be the place, I told myself. I drove up a long dirt driveway. The grass was chest high, windows boarded shut, wood siding rotting off the frame. It didn't look abandoned. It looked like something was kept hidden there. I stepped out of my car and started walking to the door. That's when I noticed something shiny in the grass. A bear trap. I stopped inches before stepping in it. Someone didn't just live here. Someone wanted to make sure nobody left. I reached the front door and knocked. After a long silence, footsteps. Slow, heavy, getting closer. The door opened with the loudest, longest creak I'd ever heard. Standing there, blocking the entire doorway, was a man. Tall, broad, massive, wearing a dirty canvas apron, hands stained with something dark and dry, nails long, and on his face a filthy, cracked hockey mask. No words, no hello. Just cold, gray eyes staring straight through me. I forced a salesman's smile. Hi, I'm Collin. I heard you might be interested in selling your home. He didn't speak, didn't blink, didn't move, just stared. Then slowly, he turned his back and walked inside, leaving the door open. Invitation accepted. The living room had no furniture, no lights, just a big empty space. Windows boarded, walls scratched, air stale. He stood in the center of the room. Staring. I joked nervously, very minimalistic. That's trendy these days. No reaction. From there, I could see the kitchen. I walked in. The refrigerator was running, but the sink was filled with purses, clothes, shoes, all women's things, and the stove, covered in pots, with flies buzzing over them. He suddenly appeared inches behind me, silent, huge, blocking the exit. My heart was screaming to leave, but money made me stay. He led me to a bedroom, no bed, no furniture, just handcuffs bolted into the walls, chains hanging from metal hooks, and dark stains across the floor. It didn't smell like paint. I kept pretending everything was normal. Original hardwood floors, I said, adds value. He finally walked to a locked door, 5 locks on it. He pulled out a giant key ring and slowly began unlocking every latch. As the door opened, a smell hit me so hard, I almost gagged. Rot, decay, death. A staircase led down into darkness. He walked first. I followed. At the bottom, he pulled a chain. A single light bulb flickered on. The room was concrete, small, cold, and in the corner, human bodies, stacked on each other, rotting faces, frozen in terror. I should have run. I should have screamed. I should have done anything except what I did. I smiled. So, unfinished basement, I said, and a bit of a pest problem. He stared at me and blinked. The first time I'd seen him blink, he led me back upstairs. We went to the living room again. I told him the offer. A massive payout, life-changing money. He just stared. Then finally, slowly, he nodded. I left that house alive. He signed. Deal closed. As I drove away, I finally got phone service. My manager answered. So, how was it? I looked at the road, at the trees, at the fading outline of that nightmare house, and I laughed. Buddy, Let's just say, some neighborhoods shouldn't be saved. And somewhere behind me, in a rotting house in the Kentucky woods, a masked man stood in the darkness, waiting for his next visitor. Asterisk if you're listening alone tonight. Just hope your address isn't 666 Chayne Saugh Lane. Don't forget to subscribe. Midnight Tales has many more stories waiting in the dark.